What's up, guys? Welcome to Tech Tuesday. My name is Michael, and I forgot my hard drive at work inside my book bag with my phone charger. I'm just mad. So anyways, I don't have the video for you, but let's make one. So here behind me is the completed PC, right? Ignore it. Don't look at it. Don't look at what I have. Anyways, today we're going to talk about CPU coolers, right? Or what actually cools the CPU. Some CPUs come with a CPU cooler that comes stock with the CPU. Most of them are bad. This is not one of them. But the aftermarket CPU cool game is strong. And what should you do? What should you look out for? That's what we're going to discuss. So there's two types of CPU coolers, one air cooling and one water cooling. And now you've probably heard of water cooling because they look really cool, like that is nice looking. Now, the water cooling is also more efficient, but also very expensive, and so that's the downside of water cooling. Inside of the water cooling area, there's two. There's an AOI, which is AIO, all in one, which means it comes with the radiator and the actual pump and the CPU block. So it's just attached to the CPU, attached to a fan area. So it might be in the front, might be in the top. Usually it's the top if you have one of those. And then you instruct fans in there to blow out the hot air right out of the radiator. Then there's a custom loop, which is the same exact thing. You just have to buy the pieces separately or come in a kit, but it's with the tubes and it's looking really cool. You can also hook up other things to that, like a GPU cooler, even memory coolers, even freaking fan coolers if you follow Linus. So there's a lot of cool things with the water cooling. It makes it more customizable. It's prettier. It's better for overclocking, and it's better for keeping your system running, but if you don't know what you're doing, it can cause a lot of damage. So, air cooling is pretty simple. You can buy one of these. One of the most popular CPU cooler for air cooling is the Hyper 212. This is the LED one. It's the newer one that can hop on AM4 sockets. That's what I bought primarily for that, but that's because I bought it with the actual case that I have, and I got it before I bought the 2700X. So I was expecting to buy the 1600X, which does not come with a CPU cooler, and so I needed it, but now I don't need it. I'm going to give it out to a friend. Either way, this is pretty amazing stock cooler. It's probably the best stock cooler that's ever came out with a CPU, and that's what I'm rocking. But either way, basically there's I'll pull it out. So this bottom part you would take off, right? You'd place it right onto the CPU. There's a lot of fins here. So the copper, right, and the other metals have a layer of thermal paste between that and the CPU. It transfers the heat to the fins, which the fan then dissipates it as quickly as possible to keep the CPU cooler, like, what is that called? Keep the temperature down, basically. Again, the hot air goes into the metal comes up, and then the air just blows it out, right? So just think about it as when you put a pot of water onto a stove, an electric stove, the electric stove warms up, heats, then the heat transfers to the actual metal pot. The metal pot then boils the water, right? It's the same exact thing, a little bit cooler though. So that's why the water block, they take the hot water and they transfer it out to the radiator. This, they just transfer it up to the fins, and the fan blows out all the hot air, and usually comes right back out of here on this little beautiful fan. It's really cool, actually. But we also got, same exact thing on the EVGA. Basically, there's, fins right there. I don't know if you can see it. But there's fins right there, fans blowing up into it and out this little back. It's not too bad. But yeah, that's what CPU cooling is. You have air, you have water. And we're going to post this because, why not? Stop it. We're now inside. I'm not being douche. Going over here.